36 governors under the umbrella of Governors Forum have said that the implementation of the new minimum wage will be based on the state financial capacity. All right, it's another edition of Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV. Of course, you know, Michael Adekunle is taking you on today's edition of this program. Let's quickly move down to what we have on the front page of Daily Sun newspaper. All right, governors reject new minimum wage pact. Governors reject new minimum wage pact. Say payment of consequential adjustments will depend on state's capacity. Okay, 614 bailout deductions. Okay, 614 bailout deductions. All right, on top of the paper, police open fire on IPOB members in Ebonyi State. Police open fire on IPOB members in Ebonyi State as Nnamdi Kanu's family debunks that death rumor. As Nnamdi Kanu's family debunks that death rumor. All right, moving to another story here, which is on the president. Buhari begins 16-day private visit to London. Buhari begins 16-day private visit to London. The president is out again. Okay, cybercrime. The FCC arrests Momfast foreign collaborator. Others. Wow. Reveals how he laundered 33 billion naira lives in $5 million luxury apartment. 2023, Tinubu best for presidency, declare supporters in Ondo State. 2023, Tinubu best for presidency, declare supporters in Ondo State. All right, let's quickly take a look at this picture. Was this picture illustrating Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State with Managing Director Fidelity Bank PLC, Nnamdi Okonkwo, the celebrant, Mrs. Uche Okonkwo, and Commissioner for Environment, Anambra State, Mike Okonkwo, during Uche's 50th birthday ceremony in Lagos at the weekend. The last story here on the front page of this paper, Rivers, Real Madrid sign ratification agreement on academy. All right, we won't go beyond this on the stories we have on the front page of Daily Sun newspaper. Let's join our reviewers for more deliberations. I'll be right back.
We have not been able to get the dividends of democracy. And in all elections, Nigeria took out to vote for these people. From the topmost, from the legislative arm of the government to all the positions that have been elected, the positions that people are occupying. Most of them cannot account for why they are voted into that office. It's not my own personal view. That is the passive conception of Nigerians. So they need to change. It is not enough to keep on telling us that the economy is not good. Economy is not good. What are you doing? Yes, and then it's not just, you don't take impact by what they are telling you. Come to the street, like we are come and look at, ask people what is happening, what is the purchasing power. Many people are selling their phones just to get little money to eat. So how will I now get the confidence to stand in the sun and then vote for? Yes, that's my franchise. When at the end of the day, you can't see something tangible that is coming out of them. Let them bring out legislation. Let those in the National House of Assembly they should look at what is happening in Nigeria and promulgate, bring up legislations to make sure that the life of Nigerians are made better. If the lives are not better, Nigerians cannot think better. So it's the only way you make the mindset of people to believe, to have hope that at least that's when they can think better. And that is when you can have collective development, collective progress. The progress is not just you are isolated, you are having one area that is doing good. Collective advancement. Yes, in everything. I think I should rest my...
Going by what some persons, not majority, I call them minority,
Okay.
have declared that Tinubu is the best candidate for 2023 presidency. Quite all that we are still in 2019.
That is the best.
Candidate for 2023. Now, what can you fish out from what they've said?
Well, until I go back and look at, I know him. Yes, he's a politician. I cannot take out his credit from him. He's a man that have been. It's not enough for you to stick your neck out, even though he may not be perfect. But there are steps that he has taken that is, at least the Southwest is doing well.
Now, looking at his antecedents,
He's
as a governor, a former governor of Lagos
former
State.
governor of Lagos State. Well, that's not enough antecedent to be the president of Nigeria. So there are other things that we have to consider. He is a good candidate, but everything should be whatever consideration we are going to give given should be collective. He has done very well in Lagos State, and Lagos State is reaping from his foundation. I can't take that out from him. But Nigeria is more than 36 states. So for you to be president, there are other things that you have to know that you are going to do. Yes, you, if you're elected, it's no longer going to be Lagos State or Southwest. You now have to think of so many things. So many people are agitating. Especially people are agitating that they don't want to be part of this nation. It's not only IPOB. Even Oduduwa, people are agitating that they want to have Oduduwa state. They have to have Biafra. They have to have. How do you handle those things?
It's beyond
Yes, you have to know how you are going to handle them. How do you make them to feel part of this nation? How do you make everybody to come together as one?
I would say that let them restructure Nigeria now. They are saying that federal government cannot decide for them. They know that federal government can decide for them. Let them restructure so that states can be independent on their own, to look inward to their resources that they have within the states, instead of looking instead of looking to the federal for their day-to-day activities. So that is what I have to say. They can't say that federal government can decide for them, because Nigeria has not been restructured. We are talking of restructuring. Many of them are keeping quiet. Most of the northern governors are there silent, keeping quiet, doing as if it does not concern them. When this issue now is now pinching them now, they are now coming up to say, some governors are coming up to say federal government cannot decide for them. What we run is presidential system of government. And the president and the federal government has the power to dictate. They has the power to determine.
Especially when it comes to federal issue.
Yes, to determine. So states are just making mouth. If they know that it is not enough for them, let them come together. At least they have governors forum and they have a voice. Let them come together and fight for this issue of restructuring, so that it will be actualized, so that everybody will enjoy. Some people are there talking about restructuring, while some people are there doing amiibo, doing saboteur, keeping quiet as if it doesn't concern them. So why are they now coming up to say federal government can't dictate for them? They are just making unnecessary excuses and nonsense. It's federal government, according to the structure we are operating now, it's federal government that will dictate for them. It's federal government that will determine for them. They are just trying to air a minority voice that holds no water.
It's the federal government that will make that decision.
Yes, they are the one that to determine, they are the one to decide. So they are just making an unnecessary comment, a minority voice that holds no water. So unless federal government wanted to just ameliorate things diplomatically, that is it. If not, I don't see what they take there. If everybody will say, now, we want you to cut and slash the one that we have said before, they can't do anything. It is this federal government. That is why Nigeria needed to be restructured.
The truth of the matter is that one, even before the minimum wage, when they were paying 18,000, most states could not even pay. Most things are not even viable. They cannot even they cannot even generate revenue internally. They all depend on federal allocation. At the end of the month, everybody runs to Abuja to go and collect their own share. And, and unfortunately, because of even the corruption in the system, out of the so out of the money, the allocation they receive from Abuja, you will discover that majority of such amounts are even being used by the governor and his aides. Governor has so many so many aides, even in-laws, relatives, no creative portfolio for them. Governor moving with convoys. These are the things that are taking the money. At the end of the day, they cannot pay salary. So if they could not pay 18,000, how can they pay 30,000? That is just the truth of the matter. They can't. Let me tell you, most of the governors, just because of the system we are running, if actually we are running a true federalism, every state will be able to generate its own revenue. There is no state that is not endowed with resources. No state, even the north, they are endowed. They are good farmers. They can feed the whole of Nigeria and even West Africa as a nation. But what do we see? Because we have free money at Abuja. That's why they go there to collect and rely on the federal allocation, which is mainly from the oil. I just pray that oil will dry one of these days. If oil dries one of these days, then where would they fall back on? It's high time we start thinking of looking inward. You know, in the actual sense, 30,000 is nothing today. What is 30,000? 30,000 to a man, the person will pay house rent. He will feed his family. He will pay school fees.
Different bills.
So many bills. Because government in its own, they are not even living to a responsibility. What government is supposed to be doing to the masses are doing it for themselves. Masses are generating life for themselves. Masses are creating,
Social amenities for themselves.
exactly.
Even securing themselves.
Security. So that's just it.
Federal government and Labour reached an agreement. You know fully well that Labour threatened, even the TUC threatened to go on strike, which at the end of the day it was stopped. Sat down together, held a meeting, and at the end of the day reached an agreement. 30,000 naira was said to be paid by the federal government, which right now, as we are seeing it, some governors, especially the Governors Forum, said they cannot, the federal government cannot dictate to them. Now, what can you draw out from this? What's your own perception of what they've speculated on?
Actually, what is the scenario we are seeing in the government and the labor meeting? It's like when the two titans are in a battlefield, but when the other side has been compromised, there is no benefit to the common man. I mean the so-called workers, because their leader has been compromised. Come to think of what is going on now. You see, the 30,000 they are now mentioning is going to be paid to the level 1 to 6, which is a particular grade, while the other is going to be denied, and they are all going to the same market. You see the taxes about it. I don't know what is happening to Labour side. Maybe they are not wise enough, or maybe they have been paid out of the deals. Be as it may be, the current situation of Labour negotiating the state level, I think the state will also followed the suit. They said they cannot pay the 30,000. Let's come to the round table and discuss. They will still find their way out. So that is why I said on the labor side, the workers has been defeated. If you see what is going on now, the inflation rate has got to 23.4, and now you are now increasing in the level of 4%, 3%. Is it going to make difference in the workers' life? There is nothing they are negotiating affecting the workers' welfare. But we, on the Nigerian side, we are not happy with the present situation, because the clawless government has not disappointed me, because we knew that the head of the administration has nothing in terms of knowledge, doesn't know anything about the economy. When somebody wants to close a border, no long-term planning. And he was saying China did that. Before China can embark on the closure of border, he has planned ahead. Nothing. Even the common man doesn't know what is going on about this administration. Closing border without no proper planning. You want to embark on agriculture, the citizens should embrace the local production, which is not sufficient to fill the nations. You see, the government that doesn't have a proper planning has planned to fail. But see, when the youth refuse to come out and protest for their rights, you see what is happening in Sudan. When they said no, everybody must say no.
But it happened here, and the person was arrested.
And then Nigeria now sit at home. You come out. See, when they kill Sudan are losing, is it 56 at the first day? They troop out the following day, because they knew what they are fighting for.
But who wants to die in Nigeria?
You don't want to die, but you die, you stay to suffer. That is just it. I didn't know what is happening to us. We just didn't get it right. And the government is there to punish us for that. And that is what we are in now. Everybody is facing it, but we thank God that we are prepared for this hardship. So far, the Muhammadu Buhari is there. We knew he has nothing to offer to Nigeria than give us the other side of it.
Well, to me, I've always been saying it. This Labour of it. I want to ask you a question. Who's the Labour president? Or who's the Labour chairman? Where is he from? Is he from South? Is he from where? Can you answer that question? From the north. Now I'll tell you something. Do you know why they're just dragging this thing? You see, both the Labour presidents and even federal governments, they're in partnership. Oh, come on. See, I know this thing. We know this thing. When Adams Oshimole was there, I was shouting. I was screaming. A lot of people thought I was stupid. I said Adams Oshimole is not the right person, because this guy is a businessman. Everybody said, in fact, you need to see that they wanted to kill me. They never knew that Adams Oshimole was heading somewhere. Now, finally, we got to see it. Adam Oshimole heading for governor and finally became governor. What am I trying to say? You see, when you talk about this issue of 30,000, they are just giving Nigeria stories to read. I mean, listen, I tell people sometimes, when an incident happens, if the government wants to cover it, they'll look for a story to cover it. So what they are doing now is they are just looking for a story to give Nigeria to read. For us to read and say, that man is fighting, that man is rubbish. I tell Labour, I've never seen a good Labour president. I've never. Do you know what is a good Labour president? I want to see a Labour president fight for the masses of Nigeria, saying, look, the money you are paying my citizen is small. In your country, everybody earns above $50 or $100. But over here, you are paying my stars, you are paying Nigerians low money. Now protest. Tell the companies,
go on protest. Increase the salary of the staff. Now let me tell you.
Nothing with the federal government. Go
You
with
did
the companies, right?
You did not. Yeah, you did not tell the companies to increase. Now you are telling federal government. Is it possible? Even if I were Buhari, I will be very stubborn. Who are you? You have no name. Nobody knows you from nowhere, and you come and tell me, hey, federal government increase, because the things you're supposed to do, you're not doing it. Let me tell you, if the labor, I swear to God, if labor is doing what they are supposed to do, federal government will increase this money. I'm telling you the truth. If labor is fighting for everything and federal government sees, because they know that labor holds the power of this country, and federal government sees, and labor says we want 30,000, they will not hesitate, they will increase it. But now you, labor, you are not doing what you are supposed to do. Now you are coming to tell me federal government increase 30,000 when you are not mad. You must be a stupid man. So what they are doing is just an arranging something between fellow Hausa man and Hausa Buhari. They are just, playing us so that they will give us story to read. Me and you with this story, you will not be, neighbor Mabaoja, one share, yalaya. It's a lie. They know what they are doing. These two people are Hausas. They go inside, they discuss, they come out. Okay, fine. It's like a film. They're just playing to the scripts. It's a written script. I will make noise. Then you calm down. Then we'll settle again. I'll make noise again. Come on, it's a script. Let me tell you why they are coming out to speak. It is not the intention of labor, but the majority, the workers started making noise. That was why labor responded. Do you understand? Let me tell you something. If labor is very serious, okay? Oh, if I'm a labor chairman, if the labor is very serious on this issue, I swear I'll give Nigeria 10 days sit at home. Let's watch and see. 10 days. Just buy food stop, everything. Sit at home for 10 days and let's watch this. I swear to God. Third day, fourth day, federal government negotiate with them, sharp. But because they know this labor, they know they don't have anything. They know they're just making noise. I will go and strike. Federal government look at it, okay, you go and strike. It's a script too. Okay, you go and strike. Now you now say, I will come. I will tell you, we are going to pay. You will calm down. It is a script, I swear to God. It's a script. So they should stop deceiving Nigerians. So if I am, listen, let me tell you something. I want to ask you a question. You as a person, have you ever sit in your house to ask yourself this question? Why would they be paying somebody 80,000 naira in this country? Doesn't have effect on you, but because you cannot do anything. Talk of you, the labor chairman, president. Are you mad? When you get there, you will be very aggressive. How come? We are going on strike 10 days, 10 days, remain 10 days. Nothing changes it. Let federal government lose how many millions? I mean a day. Their expenses will come back to normal. That is how to fight for the masses. Listen, okay, let me tell you something. The difference between when I'm giving points is because I understand as a freedom fighter, you should be ready to die for war.
It's been a wonderful experience today at the newsstands. Do join us next time as we bring you latest story trending in Nigeria. Michael Adekunle still remains my name. Also, behind the camera, of course, you know his name, Latif Adewale. In the studio, Ojo Michael, keeping the trail on Flip TV. Have a good day.